So what's up, folks? Today is September 10th, 2024. Again, I'm just going to give you about 5 minutes of what I see with going on with the market. This is not financial advice or anything like that. This is just me talking, having fun. All right, so one of the things that TradeStation does have is the next earnings date studies. I think this is fairly new, but this is something that you can find in the indicators under studies. So pretty much they have it here just for the Dow Jones, all the 30 in the Dow Jones. It's sorted by the date of the next earnings. Next one will be, looks like Nike, and then was this Walgreens, and then maybe JP Morgan. But man, look at Nike. Look at that. Look at that gap down with that last earnings. Oh man, that's crazy. So that's one of the things I did recently was I made a indicator to show me on the chart where the earnings are, and I'm actually going to superimpose this onto my futures chart. So if you're interested in looking at that, then follow me on one of my later videos that comes out today. I'll get started on the code where I can apply that. All right, so if we go right on over to what happened today, we're on Fire Eyes. Let's go from larger, higher time frame moving on in. Now today, well, I guess Wednesday we have coming out the CPI inflation report, so there's likely to be some volatility with that. And then tonight, September the 10th, we have the presidential debate. So yeah, so tomorrow things could look pretty crazy, as if they didn't look crazy today. Look at this action here. I mean, look at this action. This huge drop, move back up. All right, now I had actually marked this up a little bit. Well, I think I marked it up on my Discord. All right, so here. And so I do have a few alerts going to Discord, but I need to get more alerts going to Discord. If you guys are interested in getting some type of alerts from any of these indicators that you see on my charts, then by all means, let me know what you like to see. Let me know what kind of scripts you want me to program, and then I can have those alerts go to Discord, and then you can have your own alerts coming from the indicators I make. Because when I make these indicators, they'll just set the alerts. The alerts will go off, and then it'll go to Discord automatically. So you don't have to be subscribed to anything special to get those. But anyway, so from today, the lowest point that we got, the swing low there around 1220 or so. This actually was a retest of a higher low from the low of yesterday. And then as far as the high today, we made a high just above the high from yesterday. And then our next swing high from today was a high just above the high, or the highest high from today. So I don't want to say textbook, but yeah, it's very interesting, very interesting. All right, so we zoom out on that. We go to this one on the 1 minute time frame. I really need to trade this more, right? So I made a few scripts, and this trend changing script, it seems to do pretty well. At least get you in the ballpark of where you could take advantage of some moves. And then my my retest of these support demand zones, inside bar, higher high, higher low, those tend to work pretty well also. The lower lows don't tend to work as well, but the rest of them do. Lower lows working the inside bar. So you see trend changing again just worked very well. That's 3 times. I mean, trend changing here worked again very well. So trend changing here didn't work as well, but of course this is also, well, this one is too after hours. But anyway, the only thing that I really had to talk about today on the actual 15-second time frame, well, I know you guys know that I do a lot on 15-second time frame. It's just the one, I guess this one area right in here. We do global positioning. That puts us right in here. No, yes. Okay, no, I think we're over maybe here to the lowest low of the day, that retracement. So in this area here, I saw just a few things. I saw here that our outside market orders, right? So orders that are large, and on the bid side, below the bid came in here. Orders that are large here, it's high, it's way higher than all these. Orders that are large and above the ask came in here. That's why I marked both of these two out, because we know based on the recording that I did yesterday that when we have these higher asks, it can be significant. We need to have the higher asks, and we also need to have larger orders here on the market side, which we did. And then we've got the asks being hit for the largest orders. Now we didn't have as much, like yesterday when we were looking, we saw that we would expect to see a higher peak of the bid sentiment of buyers stepping in here, which, I mean, I guess you kind of do, right? So the blue is over the red, but it's kind of over the red in a lot of these areas too. However, this area here specifically was an area that, remember, was close to a retest of the low from yesterday. So you got to be in a significant area, and you have to see all these other factors come into play. And then also I noticed here that we had a really wide spread as well. So that spread was up to 1.45 points on ES, and we really didn't get that high many other times except for here as we're starting to come down the slide. But when we're coming down the slide like this one here, this spread here, well, that spread widened as we're coming to the top here. And you would expect to see the spread widen down here and then push away, not widen when you come up, because typically when you widen is when you're facing some rejection. So it did, as it moved up, you're like, oh man, it's bouncing, it's about to move up. Well, yeah, it widened and then it shot down. It widened here again, which would look like a good opportunity to take that long because it's in that liquidity area under the most recent swing low, but that was not the time. That was not the time. Looking for that as well. Looking for those higher ask above the ask. But it did very, very soon kind of came in here. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have for today. Like I said, be on the lookout for the script that I'll put together to look for the earnings dates and the earnings per share, all that kind of stuff to be superimposed onto this screen. Because what I want to do is I want to, either on the daily chart or something like that, I want to, if Microsoft or Apple or NVIDIA, I'm going to have like the top four, right? So Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Google. If any one of those are having earnings on the day or the day before, something like that, I want there to be something that flashes on the screen or something like that, just to let me know that we're in the territory of potential volatility. So beyond that, this is what I was telling about yesterday, that I did want to make sure that I ran for today, which I did. This is the volume profile. Oh man. Okay, so I started the chart up at about 6 o'clock. We got a 0 there. So these zeros here are supposed to pretty much give an indication that we have an accumulation of contracts, accumulation of shares, more to the lower side of the bar, right? So you see here, more to the lower side of the bar, it moved up, lower side of the bar moved up, lower side of the bar moved up, lower side of the bar moved up. All right. But I mean, it still fires as it's going down too. So it's not foolproof. It's not 100%. But, you know, here, let's see, there it worked well. There it worked well. There, not so much. Here, it would have been this bar. So that was the retracement. But this is the stop area here. So, I mean, it's doing okay. But, well, I've got other stuff to talk about, but we'll do that in another video. This was just a daily recap for September the 10th, 2024. All right, I'm Eric. I'm out. Peace.